What's going on, man? It's your boy Josh, aka Round, back with another episode of RoundTable Sports. Today, bringing you all a full lineup of what's going on from United, Falcons, Braves, including the Dream. Yes, ladies, I do talk about the WNBA as well, as long as it's an Atlanta team. But starting off with the Dream, they won their season and home opener on Friday against the Dallas Wings, 76-72. Jessica Breland was the high scorer of the game, 17 points and 6 rebounds. Angela McCoughtry, star of the Dream, she did not play as she's recovering from a knee injury. So it's a nice way to start the season out for the Dream as we try and get back to some of our haymaking years in the mid-2000s when we had gone to the finals 3 different times. Yeah, we didn't win any of them, but they have been to the WNBA finals before. On to the United. Friday they did lose 2-1 to Real Salt Lake. That's 2 in a row for the United, but I do feel like they'll bounce back. Joseph Martinez scored our lone goal in the 78th minute. The loss dropped us back to 5th in the Eastern Conference, but still within playoff contention because top 6 teams make it. On to the Falcons. OTAs started Thursday, and I do apologize for not bringing it up in my last video because I've had a video since Thursday, but voluntary OTAs started on Thursday. Some of the stars that were missing were Julio, Deion Jones, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, Adrian Claiborne. Now, what puts a lot of people up in arms is, oh yeah, these folk not showing up to practice and stuff like that. If it's voluntary, this is on the word, voluntary, they don't have to show up. They're not going to get any reprimands or anything like that against them if they don't come. It's not like mini camp, mandatory mini camp, or training camp, neither one of those two. So OTAs are voluntary some majority of the time. So Julio hasn't been in the past couple years. Julio's Julio. He ain't got to show up to practice all week, in my opinion. Just, a couple of days and get back on time and terms with Matt Ryan. But other than that, he don't have to show up. Deion Jones coming off an injury, so you want to ease him on back in. Vic Beasley is the one who had a lot of people up in question, like, okay, why is he not in OTAs and you had the season that you had? Again, it's voluntary, but Dan Quinn did reiterate that he will be at mandatory minicamp, which does start June the 11th through the 13th for the Falcons. So, a lot of things I was reading was like, yeah, why is Vic Beasley not there and things like that. He needs to be getting the practice in, but he said this is the OTAs majority of the time are just walkthroughs and going, meeting the players and your new players, your new teammates, and just doing little light run-throughs, not any heavy practices or anything like that. But I feel like Vic could get a bounce back season, especially with Dan Quinn actually taking over the reins for defensive coordinator. I don't think he'll be letting a lot of stuff slide and gonna stay on them and things like that. So I'm not worried about that. Grady Jarrett said he wasn't coming because of the contract obligations and negotiations and how they're going. They're not close to terms and things like that. He did sign his franchise tender for $15 million, some change, but he does still want a long-term contract. Word from Arthur Blank is, Grady Jarrett, at least Grady Jarrett and Julio Jones will be Falcon for life. So he obviously knows something that we don't, but as fans, you don't want to be looking on the outside in like, oh, on the edge of your seat, like, hey, what are we gonna do with this person? What are we gonna do with this person? Hope they don't leave and ask to be trading all the other. That's just the worst of the worst. But we're all right with that. Adrian Claiborne is a veteran, doesn't have to show up to OTAs. He's done this before, things like that. Been on our team. We haven't really changed too much since. But like I said, mandatory minicamp starts on June 11th through the 13th, and words from Dan Quinn, like I said, is that Vic Beasley will be there. And Julio will be there because he said earlier in the year that mandatory stuff he would be there for. Voluntary stuff, that's up to him. But we offer that, man, good luck to my birds, and we're going to see what's going on with that going forward. On to the Braves. Over our weekend series that we had against the Cardinals, we did win, took 2 out of 3 from them, which that made our 5th series win in a row. What made the series significant was the Sunday night game. We went into the 9th inning down 3-0. So with the record showing that we probably wouldn't win, because going into that game on Sunday, teams were 2-423 going into the 9th inning down by 3 runs. Needless to say, we came back and won that game, tied it up in the 9th and won in the 10th, scoring 3 in the 9th and 1 in the 10th. So then that made the teams 3-423. The Braves have 2 of those comeback wins. 2 of those wins, 2 of the 3 wins going into that game. Well, two of the 3 wins after that game. So made it 303 and 423. The other game that we won previously was against the Indians. We were down 7-1 going to the ninth. So, man, that's real credit. I think some stuff against the Cardinals though, they had won 62 straight games, being up by 3 or more going to the ninth, and they were 214-1 since 2015 with that same obligations. So, you know, with the thing about the Braves, man, you're never out of it. And having a team that's as young as we are, I think we're like the 4th or 5th youngest team in baseball. The young kids are always hungry. They're never out of it or things like that. And, you know, people say what they want about Brian Snitker. Some of the decisions that he makes, you question it. But I don't know a coach that you don't question some of their decisions. Like, dang, why would they do that? But there's a reason why they're in that position. And we're here at the TV or at the game on the sideline looking at them, not actually on there. So there's a reason why they're in the position they're in. I do feel like, you know, Snit has made his name known with the organization. Not more or less the fact that he's almost been here with the Braves organization 50 years as a player, as a coach, through the minors and up to the majors. That's a different story, but made his name known, you know, just the fact of last year, technically, we were supposed to still be rebuilding and end up going to the playoffs. So now the expectations are to make it, you know, defend our division title and make it back to the playoffs and get further. So like I said, bullpen's still the Achilles heel. But, man, I feel like we work past that and things like that. It might be some people that are on the team now that we use as straight bait to get other people, other veterans, to bolster up our bullpen, but like I said, we could have more wins than we do, and could be in first. We're back, you know, still a game and a half back behind the Phillies, but not too much worried about that, man. We can really kick it into gear and things like that. Do a lot of folks know that baseball season's still not nearly halfway over. 162 games, they're only like 55 in or something like that. So, man, that's all I got for you all today. Like I said, it was full helping of almost every team playing except for the Hawks. Hawks don't have anything really too much going on up until the draft next month. But that's all I had to bring to you all today. And you know, I'll see you all on the next time, man. Like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. Let me know, you know, what you liked about the show, what I should talk about next. And as you all know, I'll bring you all news as it comes out. Thank you.